Good morning, good morning. It is April 2018, and I have been actively day trading for only about 2 months, but I'm starting to get into the routine of, actually I'm in the routine of analyzing my trades on a daily basis. So I've been making videos just to help get a second or third or fourth opinion on my trades. If I did it correctly, what could I have improved on, or if I did something incorrect, just to be able to note it and see if I can improve my trades, because this is really something that I find interesting. As a business, it's so easy to scale. It's not easy to learn. I'm not here to try to influence anybody to trade or not. If I had opinion right now whether to trade or not, I would probably say don't do it unless it really interests you. So for me, I've been studying full time for 6 months. I've been actively trading for 2 months. And within those 2 months, I've really started to refine my skills every day. I'm at the point now where I have the refined strategy. I've been trading it every day. My accuracy is only about 50%, but if I can get that up to 60 or 70%, and I'd be profitable. So this is pretty much where my journey is beginning, and I'm sharing that with you, and I'm taking this video as a prologue to what's coming in the future. And I don't record my trades live any day. So what I do, I go back after after the first hour and a half, maybe two, depending on how the market trades. I go back and I review my trades. I see, why did I take this position? Was it the correct entry based on whatever my criteria is? Does it have a low float? Is it within my price range? Does it have a catalyst for the day? Is it a former runner? Does the daily chart look good? So how much of my criteria did the stock meet? If it met all of them, then I'm sure it was probably a big winner. If it only met a few of them, I'm going to take a look. Plus, I also rank my trades. I'm really trying to stay disciplined as a trader, and it seems really easy to do. But the psychological aspect of trading is phenomenal. So I'm not going to get into trading. I'm not trying to educate anybody with trading, but I'm trying to educate myself. And if you guys find this video useful, then then that's great. And for me too, if it is useful for me, maybe I can find somebody who is interested in this video, knows the strategy, and says, hey, you shouldn't have taken this stock here because X, Y, and Z. Or you did good, but you could have done this better. Or, take a smaller share size at this. Just any extra eyes on my trades would be great. Plus, I really need to figure out where I'm slacking and why I'm not yet a profitable trader, because that's ultimately the goal. I've been doing this for 6 months, actively trading for about 2, and really want to give this a shot. It interests me. I love it. It's exciting to wake up in the morning. Don't feel that it's not gambling if you have the strategy. And then I don't want to get into all that. Not trying to persuade anybody to or to not get into it. If I had to, I'd probably say don't do it right now. I mean, 6 months I've been doing something full time. I haven't yet been making any money, but at the same time, looking at it like a degree, I mean, you put in 4 years full-time, and then the rest of your life full-time. So the reason I'm attracted to this is because even if I do have to put in 4 years and $10, $20, or $30,000 in education, we can consider it, the return on investment is going to be so much more significant, in my opinion, only because the strategy that I'm mimicking is a strategy where you only trade actively for an hour and a half a day. There's not any after hours watching the market. I don't have to be in front of a computer or attached to my phone throughout the day. All the positions are closed overnight, and that's ideal to me. If I can actually make $50 a day, then I can make $500 or $5,000 a day, just with the same strategy but a larger position. So that's what I'm working on. It's the easiest business to scale, and that's what I had problems with my other business that I started. I had scalability issues. Plus, for this, there's nobody else to blame but myself, and I like that. I really like that. I enjoy that. So, if you guys are still watching the video, thanks. And I mean, if you can give me any comments or help me review my trades, anything like that. I'm sure I'm going to have some red days, big red days, where I'm going to need some encouragement because, you're only as good as your last trade. So we'll see. But starting out the month April, I'm actually 3 days into it. Today's Thursday the 5th. I'm up on Monday, down on Tuesday, and up on Wednesday. So I'm pretty much gray, just about break even in percentage or dollar amount, however you want to look at it for the month so far. I have a Discord group that I started. I'm sure some of you might be in it right now. So that's pretty cool. It's some other students that I'm working with, me as a student as well, and we help analyze everybody's trades, and that's really what got me into doing these videos, and it's super beneficial to everybody there. So looking forward to having that grow slowly, but getting more and more people interested who have experience, who have already gone through some of the training that we have. It's a fun, exciting ride. I mean, I've been getting up at like 7 in the morning just out of excitement every morning for the last 6 months, and the weekends I don't have anything to worry about. Running my other businesses were so stressful. Now this is also stressful, but it doesn't carry over. There's zero stress. It's almost like I have a time clock now. I go to work and I clock out, and after that I don't have to worry about anything. It's not like the other businesses where it just like carries over indefinitely. So little off topic, little in depth personally too. So I appreciate that, but for the record, it is April 2018. We are looking at a few stocks right now. The market's going to open at 9:30. We have CHFS on watch. Pretty much if it gets over 365, I have an alert way over there. The daily chart looks good. We have room. We have a whole nother dollar of room Let's see. It's a 4.2 million float. The news, they have an agreement with China, so it has a catalyst. It's in the right price range. It has a low float. It's gapping up 30%. The short float is 25%, so anybody who's short down here, who's already down $1, they might start to cover. So this is a really good candidate. It's on a healthy pullback. It did break the pre-market high, so it set a new pre-market high here. So it's on another pullback. Hopefully this pullback continues for the next 15 minutes, and then we can see something, maybe short sellers covering right out of the bell and squeezing up higher. So that one's definitely going to be on watch. The market's also moving in our favor today. We bounced off some lows recently. Another stock on watch is from yesterday is SSI. Made a really nice move, just a pretty steady move, and ended on a peak yesterday. So we're going to watch SSI over 277. I'll create an alert for this at or above 277. And the cool thing about Thinkorswim is that it'll send you an alert. Now that's your default sound. I don't like it because there's other programs that use that, so I uploaded a custom sound. Plus I have these checked off so that it sends me a text message. So on occasion I'll have swing trades where, like I said, I don't want to watch the trades, or maybe it won't hit my price point for a few days or even a week. So you set alerts. It'll text your phone if you're out. You can get an alert and say, hey, well, SSI is at your breakout point, and buy it. So SSI, there's no volume on it. It's not really on the scanners. This would just be a continuation play from yesterday. HMNY is also on the charts. It is within our price range. It has good volume. It has a really nice tap of $5 here. So if it gets over 5, we definitely want to get in. It's a 4.2 million share float. It's gapping up 26% already. If we look at news, it's already all over the news. It's a little crowded. It has 830 shares of volume already. So it's getting a little heavy, but good looking chart. It's held up. It tapped here, so potentially get in over. Watch it over 480, maybe even 475 if it starts to break out. If it gets over 5, I'm going to consider adding. That one's, I think those two are going to be it. We have DLPN. Let's see, HMNY. Okay, so we'll say right around there, and again, break out for high a day. 15 minutes to the bell. DLPN gapped up. It doesn't have quite enough volume to be interesting. Next down on the list is SD. Again, not enough volume, not in the price range. VRI. Veritone announces a breakthrough, real-time official intelligence. So, only 16,000 shares of volume. We have HMNETE. So we know this is a former runner. The daily chart is really needs to get up over $8, right around here, 775, to just get away from those moving averages, and then it has room. So definitely gonna put this on watch. Net element, unified payment launches. Funding, same day funding service available through its proprietary platform. Okay, not too interesting. A little bit more expensive. It's up 8.5%, and it only has 9,000 shares. So I think the next, I'll put that on the side. The next is HMNY. This has a good chart. Topped out here, 345. Entry possibly in this congestion area for a starter position. Healthy pullback. Hopefully this doesn't break. Has a high of 330, 330, 330. So right here we have a triple top. Hopefully it doesn't break that until the bell. So that would be a good entry point. So we'll say HMNY at 330. Get rid of this one. And other than that, we're probably going to be watching the scanners. I don't see anything else that is really that interesting. So on watch, we have HMNY, CHFS, and SNOA would be the primaries. Plus, we have DLPN seems to be getting a little bit more interest as well. It's up 14% with 60,000 shares. So let's take another look at that. Yeah, you see the difference when it doesn't have much volume versus when it has volume. The charts are just a lot more defined. These are spotty, jumpy. These spreads are a lot looser. I mean, with 500 shares, this is a 17-point spread. You're looking at like $85. So you don't want to be trying to play that. This spread's a lot more manageable. It's 3 cents. That's $15. So if this tightens up and really gets volume, let's look at the news. New wires, after hours, movers. So that's all yesterday. 10 minutes to the bell. It's a good pre-market routine. If you guys are still watching, I plan on doing this more if I get any interest. It's good practice for me. It's good practice to learn. But if you want to learn from the pros, don't learn from me. I'm just doing this for personal record. Yeah, so kind of going to sit tight, relax a little bit, get my head right. I'm going to reread over my rules that I typed up as a pre-market routine, just so that I follow them more. Okay. Because the only reason why those are not them. Those are for swing trades. Trading rules. Okay. So my rules for being a profitable trader. You have to trade only A-quality setups that meet all or most of the criteria. So, a low float, high volume, between 2 and 10. It has a catalyst. It's a former runner. and it has a good daily chart. So I didn't check if any of these are former runners. So I know HMNY is, I know CHFS is, but let me take another look here at these guys. So HMNY, see, now I'm glad that I did that, because where are we on HMNY? We're at most, we're at 350. What is going on here? $3.50. So I guess we have room up till 5, up to the moving average there, and then again till 6. And there's this fantasy void that, I mean, if we get over 7, we're in really good shape. So set an alert, change the sound to something that's different, and create. So I know if it gets up above that, it has good potential to go a lot further. So that's already a huge gain. This is ridiculous. So a lot of people, I'm sure, traded this. This is before I really got into it. This is when I was just starting to study full time. So I didn't actually trade HMNY. I've just known about the name. I probably was trading back in here in these little pull-ups. Wow, imagine trading this, or trading this downside, going the right way. That would be great. It's priming over here at 330. This looks like this is our 4th candle to hit 330. You can see the high here, 335. The high is 330, 330, 330, 330. So over 335 is definitely an entry. So HMNY does not have a good daily chart, but it has 5 out of the 6 criteria for being stock in play. Now, I don't want to jump into anything. I have to wait for proper entries. For the gap and go on the high of day, I'm waiting for a new 1-minute candle. A new 1-minute candle. I'm not just going to jump in one candle, unless it is a $0.50 or a whole dollar, and there's volume, and the price is going up. But if it's too extended, I'll wait for an entry. I'll wait for the pullback. On bull flags and flat top breakouts, the first 5-minute candle to make a new high after at least 2 to 3 red candles. So the micro pullback I can get in on the 1-minute. For reversals, I just want to take this off. I don't want to take reversals. And now you see HMNY with 5 minutes to the bell broke over 330, which I don't like. It's only 331, so hopefully it pulls back off of that and then really gets more people interested. But this is right where, yep, they're starting to go. 5 minutes to open, and some people are starting to get in. Now, short sellers are going to see this and say, no way. Not in my house. And then, long sellers are like me, are sitting here and like, oh man, I don't want this to go from 330, past high of day, but I'm not going to take the trade. If it continues, I'm definitely going to hop in over 345. I need to get everything set up. So, couple shares, couple stocks on watch here. Hopefully I can have a good recap and show you some of these trades. If not, either way, I'm going to show you whether it's good or not. I'm going to show myself. So, you're running back through them. It is, it's HMNY. It is CHFS and SNOA. Alright. About 3 minutes to the bell. See you guys for the recap.